okay, well, I guess all we can do is keep trying it. And there was no adjustment. So this game coming up is going to, I guarantee you, every time you look at the sideline, whether it's Tampa Bay or the Chiefs, there are going to be 10 people huddled around those little, what are they using now? Those little focus or the tablets they use and everything. Yeah. There's going to be adjustment from series to series, if not play to play. That's what I think happened to the Wisconsin football team. Go ahead, Ed.
That and the fact that
Packers.
That's the fact that also, remember, they were throwing the scandalous Valdi and Tungan and that other receiver that don't nobody know. It makes a difference. It makes a difference when you throw into the Blizzard. So listen, I gotta jump, but I gotta say this real quick before I go. My narcotic Ed is on point right now. They're back rolling. I just want you to know that I've been taking my narcotic daily. I've been putting it up on social media and talking about it on the show because the narcotic is strong. That's a fourth or fifth seed in the West.
I know we are in a COVID, distancing and all kinds of stuff, but Johanna, Ed, we're going to have an intervention with Brother Paul. We'll have to get him and talk him out of that destructive life he's living, dealing with that narcotic. So at some point, we all got to get together. Matter of fact, we're doing the wrong thing. I'm letting him know. A good intervention is when we're surprised. He just walked. So we're going to invite you somewhere sometime soon, Brother Paul, so we can have this kind of meeting and get you out of that nonsense, okay?
And just so you know, my narcotic is real strong because the Bulls are winning too. So you know what they used to call him back in the 90s. I'm a hype right now. Joanna too young to know what a hype is, but she also didn't see New Jack City, and I can look at her face and tell she haven't watched it yet, even though it was a homework assignment. See, that's a face of guilt right there. You know what? You're gonna mess around and gonna roll up and be like in broad daylight.
Yep.
All right, keep messing with us.
Yep. I'm gonna put you money in broad daylight.
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it, Joe. I'm telling you, watch this movie before it's too late. Hey, I appreciate y'all having me.
I have no words.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
I got to roll through, y'all.
All right, now.
Great time. I love you guys. I got to roll too, but let's do this again soon. And I keep saying, I'm going to have you guys on the show. Went through a bunch of weeks where they were preempting our show because of NAU basketball. So they finally changed their schedule from Saturdays to Sundays. So we got our 2 hours back. So I'll be in touch to have you guys on.
Definitely. Cool. And before you go, Ed, I want to get your
my pick.
Your pick, yes. Can't leave without giving me your pick, Ed.
Oh, I almost snuck out of here, Joe, and I didn't have to do it. Here's the problem. I've been out, every day I go pick my son up, and we talk on the way back from home, from school and everything. And he's trying to find out who I'm picking because we've been picking through the playoffs. He's been trying to find out who I'm going to pick so he can pick opposite so he can win our bet that we have through the playoffs. And I told him, I said, you know what? I'm leaning Kansas City right now, but that might change by Saturday night. I don't know because you can't. It's so hard to bet against the GOAT. And 2 weeks, the advantage of both teams, like I said, you got both 2 weeks to prepare. So you can come up with some wrinkles. You can dissect both sides down to the nth. Their left guard looks like his ankle's been bothering him. So we're going to try. There's all kind of different, different ways you can approach this until I see Kansas City get beat. I'm going to say Kansas City, but I'm telling you, up until the 12th hour on Saturday, that pick might change because I have such a hard time picking against Tom Brady and what they've done to this point. They've actually achieved exactly what they set out to do. They brought Tom down, and the beginning of the season was they're gonna have to figure it. And I think what happened was everybody was like, well, Tom, you just insert Tom, you bring Gronkowski, and these guys are supposed to go 16-0. Man, they had so much to learn about each other, so much to learn about BA, the process. BA had to figure out, Tom, what works for you, what doesn't. And I think they did that. They got hot at the right time. They're playing well. I have a hard time picking against them, but I also have a hard time picking against Kansas City at Mahomes. So right now, I'm saying Kansas City, Mahomes, in a very close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I'll even give you my score. I think it's going to be like 30-26, something like that. But as I stated, all subject to change at the last minute. But that's where I'm going right now.
So have you are me last game with Brady and Rodgers. That's how the take I get from you, Ed. But I will go ahead and give you a shout out on social media on Saturday night or early Sunday before the game starts and see if your pick still stands.
I got to make my final because Saturday morning is the show, so I'll have it up for you. I got to make my pick by Saturday and final it. I can't be on the fence, oh yeah, no. So I will make my pick by Saturday morning. Like I said, it's just subject to change, but right now I'm going to go KC by 4.
Right.
If it turns out to be that way, that'll be a great Super Bowl 55.
Man, I can't wait. Get the chicken wings, get the ribs ready, get the dip ready. It's going to be on. This is, and just before I go, the saddest part about the whole thing is we've dealt with COVID. We dealt, with the NFL got through the whole season without canceling one game, right? We're at that point again where we got one left. And after this one, that long winter slumber of no football. If you're somebody who watches preseason football, that's not even till August. So, man, it's just the reality hits you when you think about it because, this is the big day. And then, man, I'm telling you, you're going on Weight Watchers diet or something because there's going to be slim pickings between now and August. But it is what it is. We get it. And like I said, and it's so special for me, and I will set up after this, to have played in one and to know how special that was to me and just the whole atmosphere and stuff like that. It still brings a chill back to my spine every time I think about coming out of the tunnel on the Sunday that I did. And I know what those guys are getting ready for. And, man, it is such a special day. And this is, I think they should make the Monday after a holiday because everybody's going to be up drinking late, eating late, and having to go to work on Monday. For me, Super Bowl Sunday should be a holiday, and we should treat like Memorial Day, Monday off. Everybody gets Monday off.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I agree. I'm with you, Ed. Yeah. By the way, send me some of those ribs and that barbecue you make.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's going to be on. So we'll get it in.
Brother, I know your address. I know how to get to your crib.
There you go, Ed.
Keep me up on the way.
Bring me a cider jack or something when you come. That's all I ask. We're good. I'll supply all the food. We're good.
I got you.
Give us all your social media. How to get you on social media?
Oh brother. Yeah, Ed Smith Speaks on Twitter and on Instagram. If you want to check the book, I have the book has been re-released. You go to edsmithspeaks.com. I have the book, Easy Does It, The Journey of a Lifetime. I've been reselling it. And every book is purchased, you get a personally autographed copy directly from me. It doesn't come from warehouse or Amazon like that. So if you'd like to check out Easy Does It, The Journey of a Lifetime, go to edsmithspeaks.com. There's a book tab. You can check that. Come follow us. And as far as the show, Easy Sports Talk, it's on Facebook. We do the live show every Saturday from 10 to noon here in AZ, so it's Mountain Time right now. You can also check us out on the Easy Sports Talk Facebook page because we broadcast it live from there. So appreciate you guys and can't wait to eventually us all to get together for real and do that intervention for Paul.
Yeah, he needs it. He's in a bad way with that narcotic.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
You got it. I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you, Ed.
Okay.
All right, brother.
All right. Awesome.
And then there were two.
Awesome talk, Super Bowl talk, football talk, going with the excitement coming up, Super Bowl 55. My gosh, it is just, I don't know. What is it? It's more than excitement.
It's oh my gosh. It's so many emotions that we're feeling right now, Joe, because we are Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're 4 days away from the game. And it's the Super Bowl. What we had to go through as fans and media and journalists covering these games. Just imagine what the players and the coaches for the Chiefs and the Buccaneers had to go through to get to this point in their season. 32 teams set out to be exactly where the Chiefs and the Buccaneers are, but obviously only two. It can only be two, and it's the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. But for the NFL to get through 256 games in the middle of a pandemic, having to push games until Tuesday and Wednesday of weeks, but they got them all in, and we are just days away from Super Bowl 55 between the GOAT and let's keep calling him the baby GOAT because he is the baby GOAT. I don't care what PLR says. He's the baby GOAT.
He is a baby goat. Or you can call him Kid, which is another name for a baby goat. The goat and the kid.
Yeah, Kid's good, but I like baby goat better. Patrick is the baby goat. I wish Eileen was here with her little goat.
Oh, I know. I need to get one of those. I'm going to steal that from her.
Yeah.
So we couldn't get PLR's pick. We'll hear that on air on Thursday.
You can't get my pick.
Come on, Ed.
I'm on his show on Thursday, Joe. I can't give you the pick.
But you're on my show too. First come, first serve. Come on, you can all that on me.
Okay.
For our listeners.
Okay, I'm like Ed. It's so. We still got 4 days until the Super Bowl. There's still a lot to digest and go through. Like Sammy Watkins, the possibility that he plays, he brings another factor to the Kansas City Chiefs and another weapon that Todd Bowles and his defense will have to account for. So they're already prepping in Kansas City to go against all these weapons that the baby GOAT has. And he's a weapon, of course, in himself, but my goodness. And then on the other side, Steve Spagnuolo's like, okay, I'm going up against the greatest of all time, a guy that's this will be his 10th Super Bowl. If he wins, it'll be number 7. He'll have more Super Bowl wins than the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots organization. So how do I defend against him and all the weapons he has? It's a chess game, Joe. It's so awesome how these coaches, and I want Bruce Arians to get his first championship as a head coach. I want Todd Bowles to get a Super Bowl championship. I want Andy Reid to get another championship. I want Eric Bieniemy first to get a job as a head coach, but that'll come. I want him to get a championship. I want Patrick Mahomes to get another championship. I want all these guys to win, but only one team can win. I'm so conflicted.
Now you're conflicted, as I was.
Yes. Well, do you have your pick?
I am going. It is tough because just as you said, BA, Bowles, having Baby Goat get his second ring, Tyrann Mathieu, same, having Andy Reid get a Super Bowl, and then Tom Brady going for his ultimate, number there. But it's hard to go against the GOAT. I will have to say it's going to be an amazing, phenomenal game. At least I do hope, that it's, brings us the excitement that we do expect. But I will go with Brady.
I feel the same way that Ed and PLR do. Until you knock off the world champions, which clearly the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will have to do, then I'll go with the Kansas City Chiefs. But I'm going with Tampa Bay strictly for Tom Brady and the weapons that he has. But I'm going because of their defense. I love that defense. I named all the guys that I'm so enamored with, that front seven that Tampa Bay has, in the back half of that defense they have with Antoine Winfield Jr. at one safety and Jordan Whitehead at the other safety position. They have an outstanding defense, Joe. And if they can affect the baby GOAT, if they can get to him early and often and pressure him as much as they can, as much as they did Aaron Rodgers a week ago at Lambeau Field, then Tampa Bay has an outstanding shot, providing Tom Brady doesn't turn the ball over 3 times like he did. Because if they do turn the ball over 3 times against Patrick Mahomes, you best believe they're going to score more than 6 points. Joe, you know that.
Yeah.
Even
tear that apart. Tell them apart.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Easy.
And Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Tampa, but it's so hard. It's this close for me because it's Patrick Mahomes, Joe.
I know.
He's a magician in himself, and if they can't stop Tyreek Hill, if they can't account for him, and how do you account for him?
I'll be sure to have 911 on my speed dial.
Yes,